Have you ever walked past an abandoned building and felt like something was watching you? Like that distinct feeling that you should have looked up when you felt it, because something was looking back? Yeah, those are the bad ones. Some places just hold dark secrets. Mysteries buried beneath dust and decay. We're talking spirits roaming the halls, unexplainable noises, and maybe even a full-on apparition or two. Welcome to Heavenly Stories, and prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown. Our first stop takes us to the chilling halls of Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky. Now picture this. You're walking down a hallway, the air thick with the smell of disinfectant and decay. The only sound is the creaking of the building settling around you. Or is it? Waverly Hills was once a beacon of hope for tuberculosis patients. But for thousands, this place became their final resting place. Visitors report hearing whispers echoing from empty rooms, shadowy figures lurking at the edge of their vision. And then there's the infamous body chute, once used to discreetly transport the bodies of the deceased. Imagine standing at the top of that chute, a cold breeze rushing up at you from the darkness below. Would you dare to venture down? Next, we travel to the forests of Germany, to the imposing structure of Beelitz-Heilstätten. This massive hospital complex has seen its fair share of tragedy. Wounded soldiers from multiple wars found themselves within its walls, including a young Adolf Hitler himself. But the horrors of war have lingered long after the last shots were fired. Locals whisper tales of phantom footsteps echoing through the abandoned corridors, ghostly moans carried on the wind. Imagine, you're exploring the crumbling operating rooms, rusted medical equipment scattered about. Suddenly you hear a muffled cry. Do you investigate or do you run? Our journey takes us now to a ghost city swallowed by the sea, Japan's Hashima Island. Once a bustling coal mining town, Hashima now stands as a haunting reminder of the human cost of industry. Imagine entire apartment blocks, schools, even a movie theater, now nothing more than decaying concrete and twisted metal, slowly being reclaimed by the ocean. Workers endured brutal conditions in the mines, with many losing their lives in accidents or from work-related illnesses. It's no wonder, then, that their souls are said to linger. Today, daring explorers whisper of ghostly murmurs carried on the salty air, the feeling of unseen hands pushing them from behind. Some even claim to have seen shadowy figures peering from the windows of abandoned buildings. Chapter 4. Château Miranda, the Orphans' Revenge. Hidden deep within the forests of Belgium lies Château Miranda, an abandoned orphanage with a tragic past. Now imagine this. You're walking through the overgrown gardens, the only sound the rustling of leaves under your feet. As you approach the chateau, you can almost hear the faint echoes of children's laughter, but something feels off. Whispers of mistreatment and neglect have plagued its history. Some say the souls of those poor orphans now roam the decaying halls, their sorrow echoing through the empty rooms. Visitors have reported doors slamming shut on their own, disembodied laughter echoing through the empty corridors. And the most unsettling detail? Ghostly children, their eyes wide with a mixture of mischief and malice, have been spotted running through the halls at night. Chapter 5. Pripyat, the city frozen in time. Our exploration leads us now to the infamous city of Pripyat, forever marked by the Chernobyl disaster. Abandoned in haste, Pripyat stands as a chilling time capsule, frozen in the wake of unimaginable tragedy. Imagine walking down deserted streets, children's toys scattered on sidewalks, faded propaganda posters clinging to the walls. The silence is deafening, broken only by the creaking of Ferris wheels slowly turning in the wind. While the physical threat of radiation lingers, many believe a different kind of danger lurks in Pripyat. Shadowy figures have been spotted in the windows of abandoned apartment buildings, their forms shifting in the fading light. Eerie voices, whispers carried on the wind seem to call out from the empty schools and playgrounds. Chapter 6. Villa de Vecchi, the House of Endless Screams. Our final destination takes us to the haunting beauty of Italy, to the Villa de Vecchi, a place better known as the House of Wales. Now picture this. You're standing before this grand mansion, its once vibrant facade now crumbling and overgrown. Legend has it that a nobleman, driven to despair after the murder of his wife and the disappearance of his daughter, took his own life within these very walls. Ever since, the villa has been plagued by tragedy and despair. Locals tell chilling tales of blood-curdling screams echoing through the night, the mournful cries of a grieving family, and perhaps most unsettling of all, the sound of a piano playing by itself drifts from the abandoned music room, a haunting melody that chills the soul. Some places are abandoned for a reason, but their stories are never truly forgotten. Would you dare to visit any of these haunted locations? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more terrifying tales here on Heavenly Stories, where the darkness whispers its secrets to those who dare to listen.